Good morning, children. Let me continue the powers and functions of the Union Legislature. So I already started and few more powers. The previous powers and the functions of the Union Legislature: adjournment motion, cut motion, and again the 0 hours are asking questions. It's also considered to be an interpretation. And beside all those powers, I'll continue with the financial power. I already explained what is financial power and what about the budget, how the union budget is divided into two parts, that is appropriation bill or the financial bill. The importance of the financial power of the Lok Sabha, I already said Lok Sabha has a complete responsibility on making the budget or controlling over the finance. So Rajya Sabha is not having, because it is though it is upper house and people of the elders and they can control over, but still the running government is with the Lok Sabha itself. Because of that, they have complete power to make the budget, and whatever the decision is taken, it is final, even though according to the rules. What I can tell you, when I come to the contingency fund and other areas, how the Rajya Sabha controllovers are the Lok Sabha controllovers, the executives. But here, when the decision is taken, it is final. And the budget, the union budget is prepared by the finance ministers of our country, the union level, and the union budget is divided into two different groups. That's what I said: appropriation bill and financial bill. What is appropriation bill? This bill is mostly used from the consolidated fund and whatever the other things to be taken, and when the government is not in the, when it is that means dissolved, and they have to take care and they cannot use the budget whatever is sanctioned, then they use the consolidated fund. That is what called appropriation bill. And the financial bill is, it is a union bill where completely how the union government has to be taken care regarding the financial matters, whether to sanction the budget or not. So it is considered. That is what the budget is divided into two: appropriation and the financial bill. Coming to the consolidated fund. What is consolidated fund? This consolidated fund is also part of the budget, where the amount will be kept aside. It is not used for any other purpose except paying the salaries to the higher authorities. For example, all the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members were paid by the same consolidated fund, and again the Supreme Court, High Court and Auditor General, everyone salary will be considered from the consolidated fund itself. And coming to the grants. The grants are usually already it is sanctioned, and in case if it is not sufficient what is granted, so when they ask for the supplementary from the government, so they will be getting in the middle of the year, so that is called the grants. What are account? Every year 1st April they'll start the finance of the academic year, the budget whatever is sanctioned, it will be continued from the April 1st of every year. That is called the financial year. So in case if it is not sanctioned, so they need to use it from the consolidated fund that goes on what are account. What is contingency fund? Contingency fund also kept aside, and this amount is not unnecessarily used by the people of or the Lok Sabha members or the Rajya Sabha. So this fund is kept aside because any unforeseen things are taken place, like disasters, natural calamities and other things. So the amount cannot be grabbed from everywhere. So every department, they cannot ask the people to provide or to give. So they already keep amount aside, so they use it from that. And for the train crash maybe, or earthquake, whatever maybe, wherever the people are in trouble, so from this amount they will be paid. Coming to the judicial power. Judicial power of the Lok Sabha, of course, if they use the power, whatever the decision is taken is final over here, and they use the power even appointing or dismissal, both. That is, president and the vice president are appointed, so they use the judicial power over there, and again, even the removing or impeachment, we don't say removing, we use the word impeachment. If they want to impeach the president and even the judges of the Supreme Court, High Court, so they use this power. Miscellaneous power, once again, they use along with the state legislative, so they make a electoral college to appoint the president and the vice president. And what is the relationship between the two houses? Money bill. Money bill, before the bill is taken into consideration, the president introduced the bill to the Lok Sabha. So the bill, once it is introduced, and they will go through it. That means Lok Sabha should go through it, and later it sends to the Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha has no complete power with the money bill. Of course, the Lok Sabha will be having complete power over the money bill, and it can hold only for the maximum, that is Rajya Sabha can keep for the 14 days the bill, and within the 14 days, if they are not sent back to the Lok Sabha, it is considered that they are accepted. So that is why, but after going through, if they need any clarification, they may send back to the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha may give clarification, may not, and it will send it back to the president for the president assent. So once again, the president also, if he is not satisfied with the whatever the explanation given by the budget given by the different department, and they may ask the questions or he may ask the clarification. So the Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha may give the clarification if not, but when it is sent to second time, so president has to sign, then only it will become an act. Ordinary bill. Ordinary bill is different from money bill. Ordinary bill means, for example, this also goes in the 4 stages, and ordinary bill, of course, goes with the 4 stages, but number of readings will be different. So what is ordinary bill? Ordinary bill, in case, I will give you an example. If any boundaries to be extended or new state need to be formed because of the population if they fruit, so the bill should be submitted. So here, money bill complete power over the Lok Sabha, even though the Rajya Sabha members are asked for the explanation not given, also the money bill will be considered by the Lok Sabha and it will take a final decision. Whereas in the ordinary bill, it is not. The bills will be whatever is submitted to the president. So every house will go through. Here, when they submit to the president, and if he asked to change anything in the bill, compulsory they should be changed. If they are not changed and sent back to the president, president will not sign here. Whereas money bill, when it is sent the second time, because I already said it is introduced by the president, when it is sent second time to the president, president will sign. He has to sign. Whereas in the ordinary bill, it is not like that. So when it is sent without correction, if it is sent, he will not sign. So once again, they have to correct it, and if they send only, that will be become an act. Control over executive. Control over executive here. The Lok Sabha has a complete control over the Council of Ministers, though the Rajya Sabha also have, because we can find here asking questions. The question hour, or it is also called as interpretation, and asking question to the Council of Ministers who are assigned different work to the ministers by the lapse of the work, and that is what they use, and they try to make that ministers to work on. Other areas we will find, that is, Lok Sabha will have a chance of making law with the legislative assembly, and they don't have complete power. So that is how the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, how they work together in order to make the work in a proper manner. So on the whole, if at all we come to the responsibility regarding the money bill, once again I remind you, so Lok Sabha has a complete responsibility. Rajya Sabha, though upper house, but it can hold only 14 days, not more than that. And for the ordinary bill, both are having the equal power. And even we will also find in other areas, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha has the equal power of appointing the president and vice president. With this, I'll stop my this topic. I'll come to the next topic in the next class. Thank you.